You want to get started on this first article?
Let's do it. You were mentioning
Nice.
that Xbox released $1,000 handhold or a handheld.
Yeah. Yes. Now, to be fair, and I did the same thing. I put the $1,000 in the headline. There's two versions of it. There's a $600 version of it and a $1,000 version of it. All the articles say
Wow,
1,000 because it sounds crazy to say that there's a $1,000 handheld console. You know what I mean?
gives me Apple vibes.
Yeah, yeah. So we're actually going to start with what's on the Xbox website, right? So basically, we have the 1 terabyte version and the 16 and the 512 gigabyte version. The $1,000 one also has 24 gigabytes of RAM compared to 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, you're way more of a tech guy than me. What is the difference? Are we talking like Honda Civic to like a sports car, or are we talking like a slight upgrade? Like what are
This
we
is
looking at?
definitely a slight upgrade. So one thing that you're gonna probably uh, need to figure out is whether or not a lot of what you're doing is streaming. And if that's the case, you're not going to need that storage for anything.
The
If this is like a
terabyte?
streaming device for Xbox, then yeah, like the terabyte versus the 512, it won't matter to you if you're like streaming. I don't know if this is like the PlayStation Portal where you can stream from your device or not.
So
Uh,
this is kind of a standalone console. It links
oh,
to
kind of like
your
the Steam Deck.
yes. Literally, people are calling this Xbox's Steam Deck because it has
Okay.
access to your Steam library and your Xbox library.
In terms of the RAM, I would say that's a slight improvement in RAM, but it's not anything
To write home about.
crazy. Like, yeah,
Is
I
it
mean, like,
$400 difference? is that
no,
is it worth
certainly not.
$400?
I just bought like an upgrade for my computer, and I just went up to 64, and it was not $400. It was way less than that.
Well, I guess
Uh,
to be fair, is the jump from 16 to 24 and 512 to 1 terabyte. If you're building a computer, what is the dollar amount difference there?
Minimal, like probably at most like $100.
Dang. And
And
I without trying to sound like an Xbox shill, because I'm not. I haven't had an Xbox for a very long time. I'm trying to think, okay, if it's $100 to $150 for a PC upgrade, what does making it handheld capable, how much would that affect the price? You know what I mean?
well, this is where I think we see the same thing happen in phones pretty often, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, well, you've got the this many gigabyte version, or you could have the one with more storage space, because we made it so you can't open your phone anymore, so you can't upgrade it
Yeah.
yourself, and it's
Yep.
like twice as expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're kind of just like stuck with the basically like uh, you can go with the reasonable option where you've got a terabyte of storage because basically every game is like over 100 gigabytes. That's like the big title games anymore, especially when you include DLC.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I'm
so
gonna have to get the
512
bigger.
is going to be rough.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna definitely have to get the bigger storage upgrade because that's where I'll keep all my nudes. On the handheld. Uh,
Exactly.
gosh,
Welcome to the stream, Wolves.
yeah. Welcome. Glad to have you. I'm on my little rant about this $1,000 console. Now, here's the thing. I love handheld consoles. I love them. It's man, it's this thing. Austin, you're in the chat, but you're not wanting to talk with us. Uh, welcome to the chat. But I bought the PlayStation Portal. I'm a multitasker, which to Macy means I just enjoy half-assing two things. um, if I'm playing a game, I like to have something else going on. If I'm on my computer, I'll be playing a game and I'll be watching a show. Or if I'm playing my Switch, Macy and I will be watching anime. Like I like to be able to do two things. I don't know if it's just because I'm like a really busy guy and I feel like I'm maxing out the time or like I'm making the most out of the time that I do have. You know what I mean? But I enjoy having multiple things going at the same time. I don't know if you're the same or if you agree or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't have a Steam Deck, and I'm probably not gonna get the ROG. Is that how it's pronounced? Or
The
ROG?
ROG. Oh, the ROG. I don't know. I've always just said or I've always like I've known about this
It's gonna be
forever.
the ROG for me.
Yeah.
Like that's I love it as ROG, but
Let me. Oh, screen went dark.
um,
Let me
but
pull that back up.
but like I don't have the PlayStation Portal or anything like that either.
Yeah.
So typically I just run with the concept of like, okay, I've got something going on one monitor and something else going on the other.
Mm,
And that's my version of it.
gotcha.
And that
For
way I can just
some.
play the normal Xbox and then also have a show going.
Yeah.
If I had an Xbox still.
I just got a message
But,
of a technical difficulty, so I'm just checking that out real quick.
okay, like Rogue.
Yeah, my stream deck is being goofy right now.
I'm just gonna actually go with Raj, like short for Roger.
Oh, Rogue, ROG, Rogue Xbox Ally. That makes a lot of sense.
But why Ally?
Because it's like a companion to your regular Xbox, right?
But you said it was standalone.
They say
And
you
also,
can
does
you
adding an
can
X
buy
at
it
the
as a
end
standalone.
make it more X? Also, can we talk about the fact that like we moved away from the concept of a console for the fact that it was an Xbox, and now
Right.
it's like,
Now it's an X rectangle handheld.
yeah,
But this is on the Xbox website. They're basically all the bells and whistles that you see in marketing, instant library, log on to your Xbox account, of course, Game Pass. Such a great value at $30 now. Now you've got your $1,000 handheld and your $30 a month pass. You can just play any game you want. They've got, which is anytime you see like an indie studio as like a main selling point for a huge company, props to them. Like, fuck yeah, that's great.
they just know how great Silk Song is.
Yeah. So yeah, all the usual. I didn't want to stay on the Xbox website too long because of course they're gonna make it sound like it sucks your dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, does it? Did they add the S and E before Xbox?
well, they've got that. What is it for? I might be getting too deep into this. There was an online joke where somebody attached a sex toy to keep it light onto like a VR handheld like steering wheel thingy. I don't know. It was pretty funny. I wish I could remember the sketch. But hot damn, that made me laugh pretty hard. So
That's a good
here
question,
is
Wolves.
an
I
IGN
wonder
article.
if that's like, would you be able to play offline? I wonder.
Oh, if I'm being realist / pessimistic, erring on the side of caution, it's probably not gonna let you play offline. Maybe if you own, I put that in quotation marks, and it's actually downloaded to the console, but definitely not the Game Pass stuff. I wouldn't think,
Oh,
because they're
that's
gonna need to
true.
verify
Like,
that you have Game Pass.
yeah.
But so here's an IGN article that kind of dove into what the creator or like the CEO and everything said. And also I watched a 20-minute breakdown of somebody who bought it and talked about it. I'm not going to pull up the video as like a reaction thing, although that's something I'm kind of looking into going forward for reviews of stuff that I can't afford to buy. It's like, but I don't know exactly how to get that set up to where it'll play correctly on stream yet. So I'll just kind of give a brief overview of what I've heard some creators talking about as well. But Microsoft has said that the next gen Xbox console is going to be a very premium, very high end, curated experience. You can't afford it. That's what that means. It means
They're doing the.
listen, brokies, you're done. Like that's exactly
This is the
what
Borderlands
they're
4
saying.
experience.
Yeah, it really felt like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
But now, from my understanding, exactly, Austin, peasants. And right, yeah, wolves. Even if you own it. But it seems like that Xbox is kind of just and we've talked about this before on the live stream, Tyson and I, but this really just concretes what him and I talked about a couple weeks ago when we talked about the subscription cost increasing and kind of pushing people out. They've kind of given up on the hardware side of things, I think. I think the diehard people are going to buy Xbox and Xbox branded and Microsoft stuff. But for the most part, people are just going to get PC stuff now.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting decision for Xbox to start moving their exclusives to the PC for their their Microsoft store and everything like that, because then it was like, okay, so why do I need the console?
Right.
I could get all those indie games that everybody talks about on Steam and all the exclusives that I want if I just get a PC.
I think there's still some random oddball ones that you can't get on the PC yet.
Oh, okay.
But overwhelmingly, yes, they are on PC. And I think a lot of them, especially if it's an Xbox exclusive, that's probably not going to happen as much anymore. I think it was the thing where it's like, yes, it's available on the Xbox right now. It'll be available on the PC Xbox store in like 2 or 3 months. You know what I mean? So it would keep you from being behind on that kind of stuff.
Meanwhile, PlayStation's like, yeah, you're going to have to wait like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. But you'll get it. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Unless it's Bloodborne, in which case we're just going to dangle that over people for the rest of their lives.
Oh God, what I would do for Bloodborne. So yeah, they're really just hammering that we don't want you to buy our console. Like, just stop. Like, we want you to buy our games and buy our software and buy our little doodad things, but we're kind of done with the consoles unless you are really wealthy and just want to buy our stuff. Because I can't see a reality where I'm shilling out this and not just building a damn computer.
Right.
But they are going to capture the market of people that are like, well, I'm not smart enough to build a computer. I'll just buy the Xbox one because it's already put together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's one of those that it's a surprisingly, because I've put together so many computers, it's so simple to me to throw one together. It's like Legos.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's so surprising that it's like a barrier to entry for people that want to get into like playing on a PC, that they have to put the computer together. But it's like,
yeah. Not anymore, though. I mean, Macy and I went to Costco this weekend, and they're selling pre-built PCs at Costco.
I need to work for Costco then.
Yeah.
Building PCs.
It's a company that pre-builds them, and they're just selling them on that company's behalf. They're not building them at Costco. But
I just love it if they just had a guy at a desk, a little kiosk. He's just like building the computers that you pick out like the parts for.
Right. Well,
that'd be awesome. I'm describing it like a dream job. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Pitch it to Costco right now. Costco, take him up on his offer. It could be the next $10 billion idea. Who knows?
Oh yeah. Oh, dang wolves. That must have been a baller PC though.
You paid somebody $3K, so I'm guessing it was $3K for all the parts and everything, and then on top the guy to build it. I would think, right? I guess while we wait on the response. But yeah, it's And the thing is I saw earlier where it's like Xbox has lost touch with the people. And I want to agree, but when I read this, I really think it's not like an out of touch. They're just going with this. Like, they know that they're going to lose a lot of people. They know that their consoles aren't selling like PlayStation or Switches. So they're like, hey, this is dead. Like, this is dead weight. It's not making enough money for us to care about the loss this is our market now. Like it's a conscious pivot.
Yeah. Also, Wolves has both of us beat on specs.
That's good. Yeah, I would like to have the cutting edge PC, but there's not really any games right now that require it. You know what I mean?
Yet.
Right, yet.
Except for Borderlands 4.
Well, Borderlands 4 is a premium game for premium gamers, so.
So I'm curious about, in this article, they keep calling it the next gen console. What is next gen about it? Because like the whole thing about generations before was that like it was like the upgraded graphics and like
Well,
you know,
they're not calling the handheld the next gen
updated
console.
controllers and everything. Oh,
No, they're
so
saying
this is the name
that
between.
when they make a next gen console, it's going to be all this crazy high premium mega uber stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
They are going the Apple direction.
Which, if they had enough pre-orders and stuff for these, I guess why not? I don't like it, but hey, I haven't bought an Xbox since the Xbox One, so it's clearly not. I'm not missing out on this. I'm not a dedicated Xbox fan. That's like, oh man, I just got priced out. Like I was never there to begin with. So, but yeah, so premium games. Apparently, here's a tier list of Xbox games. If people want to,
I guess Fallout is an Xbox game now. They bought Bethesda.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Dude, the original Crackdown was so fun.
Did you I remember playing that briefly.
That was
just running around the city causing chaos.
That was like an old memory just blasted back into my brain.
State of Decay was an Xbox game. That I didn't realize.
Yeah, Undead Labs.
Huh.
I'm so excited for the third one. I want the third one so bad I can't stand it.
I love that they threw in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's really all I had for Xbox. I mostly just kind of wanted to touch base and go in on the fact that they're pulling the whole like Gearbox route where it's like very high end curated experience. Like,
I can't wait for the news that they have a custom charge cable that destroys itself after 6 months, so you have to keep replacing it. Like,
yeah, like Apple.
Exactly like Apple.
But, one thing I did want to say is like I grew up. My first ever game console that I had was a Game Boy. Like my first ever game was Pokemon Red, right?
Uh-huh.
I always knew that PC gaming existed and was popular, but I was always a console kid because I was never like a tech kid, really. I knew that PCs were like better, but I thought it was like its own. It never felt like it was in the zeitgeist or like the consciousness of most gaming conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we're at a point where gaming and PC and like consoles have faded into obscurity and just gaming as an entity is pushed, and that PC is the default premium for that even mainline stores like Costco are selling gaming PCs now, like as a common held item. That's what's wild to me.
Yeah. It is wild. It like everything. There's like a whole market with just the adjective gamer added to the beginning of it, like gamer PCs or like gamer chairs or gamer headphones or like basically. It's just hilarious that it's just become like a very very mainstream thing to have like all this stuff set up specifically for like a PC gamer setup.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, PCs are better, and there's never going to be a time where PCs are worse than consoles. Yeah. Like, at best, or at minimum, they're going to be equal, where a console is literally just a PC with a logo on it.
There is an argument to be made that if they did more custom operating system stuff, that they could outperform PCs just because there's so much extra weight that has to go into running a computer on
Mm.
Windows, for instance.
Oh,
But
okay.
Xboxes run like not Windows exactly, but it's like a Windows operating system,
Yeah.
which is why their games can be ported to PC so easily. Is because they're already running on Windows.
Yeah.
So
And true, Wolves gamers are culture, so it will keep growing. Absolutely. Especially and Jacob, you might be able to answer this better than me. I've been relatively disconnected from VR recently. It's something that I bought the Oculus 3. I played it like wildfire for like a month. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for some other games to come out, or we can figure out how to like add mods and stuff to Quest 3 games. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I haven't really heard anything out of VR lately. Have you?
not too much. No, there's a couple of big titles that occasionally will like they'll post a new game or something like that. But I think that VR definitely was one of those that it unfortunately will occasionally bubble up with like a really popular thing and make its way back into the spotlight, but the
Hmm.
price is just too high for most people to consider getting it. There was a
Which is funny
window, a
because I
very
thought the
brief
Quest
window.
3 was going to kind of like shift it, but apparently it didn't get popular enough to kind of crack the mold.
Well, that's the funny thing is that it was like super niche right before the Quest 2 and the Quest 3 were like doing their thing where they kind of like brought the price point down.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like a surge and then that's died down at this point. There's still plenty of attention on a lot of VR games, and there's a lot of games that support VR that are like really popular ones, like No Man's Sky, for instance, has
Oh, yeah.
VR.
Fallout
There's
4
like
VR is so damn fun.
yeah, and so like there's still interest in VR, but it's unfortunately a small market, which means that big companies can't make the excuse that they're going to put in, a huge amount of money to work on this technology that their developers aren't familiar with in order to get a game out that a fraction of their audience is going to play.